Hi, everybody. Deirdre here from Starwise Clairvoyant Astrology. So, the 9th of April in New Zealand and the 8th of April in other parts of the world, so 8 and 9 of April worldwide, is the big total solar eclipse in Aries. Now, this is probably one of the biggest events of this year. It's very rare to actually have a total solar eclipse. Often we have eclipses, of course, every year, but often they're partial. So having a full total solar eclipse is something that doesn't happen that often. So therefore, it's important. It's bringing great change and great opportunity to the Earth plane. So what's particularly powerful about this new moon solar eclipse in Aries is that it's going to exactly conjunct, which means be at the exact same degree as the planet Chiron at the time of the eclipse. Now, Chiron is the wounded healer. And so wherever he sits in our chart, and while he's been in Aries, we've all been learning to work on our sense of self-worth. So the buttons that he's been pushing have been all to do with whether you think you're good enough, whether you think you can stand on your own 2 feet, whether you think you can be in charge and lead others, and whether you think that you can support yourself and believe in yourself and be who you want to be in this lifetime. So when we have an eclipse, solar eclipses are all about new beginnings. So they bring new opportunities. So what can happen at this eclipse is new things can be presented to you, new opportunities to change your life, to change yourself, to be different. But because it's conjuncting in Chiron, there's a pain, there's a wound that needs to be healed for this really to take effect positively in your life. So what could also happen with the eclipse energy is that wound will be triggered. So, and that wound, like I just said, is the wound of believing or feeling like you're not good enough. So the most common way for wounds like this to be triggered is usually people putting you down or telling you you're not good enough or not allowing you to do something, rejecting you, not wanting you in their life, not wanting to include you, making you feel like you're less than a person. And so when we find ourselves in those situations, they're not actually designed to make you feel bad about yourself. They're designed to make you fight back and actually realize that you get to put the worth on you. Nobody else gets to do that. You get to do it. So this is where we start to see how much more authentic and self-reliant we can be when we start to rely on ourselves to build up our own sense of self-worth and our own sense of self-love and our own self-confidence. We cannot rely on other people to do this for us, because then when they're gone or out of your life or moved on or whatever, you're back to square one again. So you've got to learn to do it for yourself. So this is one of the things that this solar eclipse is really going to give us the opportunity to do. So another reason why this eclipse is going to be so powerful is the amount of planets that it's going to conjunct. So when 2 planets are in conjunction with each other, it means that they're very close to each other. They're within 10 degrees of one another, and therefore their energies merge together and amplify each other in some way. So when this eclipse occurs, not only will it be exact with Chiron, but it'll also be conjuncting the North Node, Mercury, the Moon, and those 3. So there'll be 5 planets sitting in the same energy, which is huge. It's a massive influx of Aryan energy. So Aryan energy is the first sign of the zodiac. So this is where we get the ability to put ourselves first, to see ourselves as individuals, to see ourselves as powerful sovereign beings who are capable of doing everything for ourselves. We don't need to be told what to do. We don't need to be corralled and manipulated and told this is the only way you can behave and this is what's good for you. This is where we get to decide for ourselves. So a lot of this is about taking our power back as individuals and as a collective, so that we can all work on that sense of self-worth and we can all bring to the table what we all are destined to bring to the table. So because the North Node is also involved, it makes it even more powerful, because the North Node always brings new opportunities, especially when he's sitting in Aries. So, there's no doubt that opportunities will be presented to you at the time of this eclipse or around the time of this eclipse. Now, the new opportunities are all to do with you gaining more confidence, more self-love, and more self-surety about yourself. And the way that you're going to do this is actually to start to see the good that you bring, the beauty of you, the power of you, the intelligence of you, all of those positive qualities, rather than feeling like you only have to concentrate or focus on all the things that you need to fix with yourself that aren't quite right. This Aryan energy is a very confident energy. It's very self-assured energy. And Aryan people usually, they don't procrastinate. They don't walk around thinking, oh, shan't I? Or should I ask this person first before I know it's the right thing to do? They just do it. So it's going to bring an influx of this energy where we're going to feel so much more sure of ourselves and so much more confident that we know what is best for us, rather than allowing other people to decide this for us, which has been a big problem on the earth plane for quite some time. So you're really going to get a chance to stand in your own sovereignty. And the beauty of this is there's going to be a massive influx of healing energy at this time because Chiron has been activated. So this healing energy will allow you to heal your deepest wounds, but also heal the wounds of the collective, because we're all connected one way or another. Whether we like each other or not, we're still all connected. And so when we can find things that connect us that are all the same, that commonality between us, then we can work on that as a group to really heal that energy. And this is just by intention. It doesn't mean you've got to go out there and do anything magnificent or fantastic at this time. It's just about your intention and your awareness. So what I'm doing at the time of this solar eclipse, I'm going to be holding a free guided meditation via Zoom. So I will be putting the link to that in the comments of this video. So everybody and anybody, please join in on this video, on this meditation, because the purpose of this, and I'm not the only person organizing one of these around the world, many people are doing this all at exactly the same time of the eclipse energy, so that we can actually shine our love and our light into all of this as well, therefore bringing much more healing to the universe, to the planet, and to each and every one of us that live on it. So, we all have an opportunity at the time of this eclipse to be included in it, to be a part of this massive healing cycle that we're going through, and to really allow ourselves to lift ourselves up. There's so much that needs to be healed in this world, and we can't, all go out and heal it all individually. But when we sort of all come together with the same intention, with the same love, with the same light, with the same need and want for the world to be a beautiful, better place, and for people to be happy, for there to be enough to go around, for no suffering, for all of those things, if we all focus on lifting that energy and sending love to all of those things at the same time, it will make a shift on the earth plane. So it'll be a very powerful time. So please do join me in this guided meditation from 6 a.m. New Zealand time on Tuesday, the 9th of April. So that's when it will be on. And the other thing, I've also written a blog post regarding the eclipse coming up, and I'll also stick the link for that in with this video in the comments. So if you'd like to read more about what this eclipse is coming, the more details about this eclipse and what's coming up with it and all the changes that it may bring, please go to my website and have a read. So enjoy this eclipse and do take advantage of any opportunities that present themselves to you. Although it is Mercury retrograde, so not a great time to act on things, it doesn't mean that you can't sort of seize that opportunity and start to work on it, or start to bring some life into it, or start to think about what it could mean to you and how you could advance using this. It may not be the perfect time to actually start doing things, but it doesn't mean that you can't grab that opportunity and start sort of working on it in the background and giving it a bit of energy, giving it a bit of activation, giving it a bit of love to see what it's going to turn into for you. So be brave, stand up, and don't be afraid to do what feels right for you. This is an amazing opportunity for humanity to really see that we are more than capable of making decisions for ourselves, looking after ourselves, and being there for each and every person on this planet if we choose to. It's all up to you. So enjoy the eclipse, and I'll be back again soon. Bye.